One other thing that I want to get to before I answer some questions. This David Tepper thing. The more I think about it, the more pissed off I get. The attitude that these owners have, and I say this all the time, it's almost like they're from a different planet. They have so much money, they have so much power. They don't operate like the rest of us. Think about it. Everywhere they go, they're being catered to. Everyone's afraid of them. Everyone's tiptoeing around them because all they have to do is snap their fingers. And that's it. You look at me sideways, you're gone. I'll replace you with somebody else. Oh, there may be a lawsuit. Okay, fine. Settle it. Whatever it takes. I want this person gone. And I'm not saying that's the way David Tepper is, but when you have that much money, he's the second richest owner in the NFL behind the Walmart clan that owns the Broncos. You just do whatever you want, including throwing your drink, apparently, out into the stands at Everbank Field in Jacksonville because you don't like the mean things they've been saying to you about your bad football team and about the fact that you're not a very good owner. And when the video emerged, first thing I did, what's the league have to say about it? What's the team have to say about it? The league says we're aware of the video and we have no further comment at this time. Team says no comment. Well, that's the perfect opportunity to say that video doesn't show what you think it shows. That's not him. It's just somebody who looks like it. They think it's him. It's not him. Or the cup was empty. Or he was provoked. He had good cause to do what he did. He was trying to put out a fire. It was their chance to say anything other than no comment. And by saying no comment, the fair inference is they know. He did it. And let's just think about this. The owner of an NFL team with hundreds of paying customers in his immediate vicinity decides it's appropriate as a manifestation of his own personal frustration to throw his drink out onto the paying customers. Yeah, they're not the paying customers at his stadium, but still, he's getting 40%. Remember that. Now, he doesn't get it directly. It's the visiting team pool, but all teams share from it equally. The bottom line is they're all paying customers. Whether you're the owner of the home team or you're the owner of the road team, they're all your customers. If you went into a store and the owner of the store threw his drink on you, you would be upset and you would expect there to be some sanction, some repercussion, some consequence for the owner of the store or the manager or whoever, anybody working for the store. If they throw water on you or whatever was in that cup in their store, it's probably not a good thing. So what's the NFL going to do? I pointed out earlier today that the league in 2009 fined the late Bud Adams $250,000 for the double-barreled, I'm tempted to do it, the double-barreled middle finger. And that's not, you didn't throw water on anybody. He's just giving a middle finger. So what? Everybody gives a middle finger. $250,000. Well, if that's the standard they're holding these owners to, that's the starting point. That's the floor. If middle fingers is $250,000 for an owner, throwing your drink on the paying customers is what? $2.5 million? Maybe more? I don't know. I want to see what they do. And somebody reminded me, I haven't read about this yet, but somebody reminded me. Remember when a Patriots fan threw a beer on Tyreek Hill? You know what happened to that fan? Banned for life. Banned for life. I'm not saying Tepper should be banned for life, but it's just inexcusable. I don't care how upset you get. And I had a coach text me last night. Why are these owners miserable? They got all the money. They got all the power. Even if their team's losing, they're still making money. It's sad. And it's kind of refreshing in a strange sort of way that the really rich and famous and popular are as messed up as the rest of us, that you get so caught up and so keyed up that you would react that way. Dude, you're worth like $20 billion. Chill. Be happy. Enjoy your life. You've won. It doesn't matter what your football team does. You've won. I want to see what the league does. There's a section of Playmakers, the book that came out 2 years ago in March, about how owners have been involved in controversies and they really haven't gotten an apples to apples punishment that players get. For example, when Jim Irsay was suspended, he just wasn't allowed to go to the games. He still got all the money that came through the cash register during the period of his suspension. If a player's suspended, he's not allowed to play, and he doesn't get any of his money. But the owner still gets his profits. The owner still gets his revenue. The owner still gets his piece of the multi-billion-dollar TV network pie. They say the owners are held to a higher standard than players. That's been proven time and again to be baloney. And this will either be an occasion to prove that it is true that owners are held to a higher standard, as they should be, or that the shield is there to shield, literally, the owners and protect them. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. That man behind the curtain might throw a drink on you. Also, I got to move on, but in theory, he could be charged. In theory, it is an assault and battery. I know people like to downplay it and poo-poo it and act like it's a big deal, but you throw water on somebody, it's no different than throwing a punch at them. And, water was in his mouth. Whatever he was drinking was in his mouth, and you got your mouth open, and you may have gotten some in your mouth. I don't know what diseases David Tepper might or might not have. I don't want the stuff that was in the glass he was drinking thrown into my eyes. So whether it's potential for some sort of misdemeanor battery charge or lawsuit, easy lawsuit to file, and deep pockets of David Tepper.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.